What is going on, faithful? It is your boy, Niner Sickness, with the Niner Sickness Report. How are you guys doing tonight? We're going to talk a little bit of football. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me as we talk a little bit of football. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing great. We got some big news. We got some breaking news. The Washington football team has officially hired Martin Mayhew as their GM. Now, I don't know if you guys have been following this or not, but we got 2 third-round picks for the hire of Robert Saleh. And Robert Saleh being hired, we get a third-round pick in 2021 and a third-round pick in 2022. Now, we heard that the Washington football team was hiring Martin Mayhew, but we didn't know what capacity he was getting hired. If they were just going to move him to a different position. But since they officially hired him as their GM, the Niners are now get awarded a third-round pick. So now we have three third-round picks, 2021, 2022, and 2023. We are definitely doing some good things there. What's up, Mark? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Let me bring this up a little bit. How you doing, Mark? Kathy, how are you doing, Kathy? Good to see you, Kathy. Brian, how you doing, sir? Lenny, what's up, brother? Yes, we got three third-round picks. 2021, 2022, 2023. So that's what I wanted to come on in real quick, talk a little bit about that. What are the Niners going to do with that pick? We also got a 5th-round pick for Emmanuel Sanders, and that's a good thing. So I am curious in what direction the 49ers are going to go. Are they going to use that extra capital to move up? Are they going to move down and get more ammunition in the draft? I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to see what the 49ers are going to do come draft day. Now, I understand that I'm going a little ahead of myself, but it's okay. It's the offseason. We don't know how the draft is going to play out until the free agency takes place. Who we keep, who we bring in free agency, based on who we bring in free agency, will determine which direction we go in free agency. Let me ask you guys, what's up, James Bolt? How you doing, sir? How you doing? Nathaniel is not here. Kathy, this is just my show. The Niner Sickness Report is just me, not the guys. On the NWA podcast, that's where Nathaniel Huey and the rest of the gang, Florida Mike and E-Man are at. Here, it's just me, solo, flying solo. This is just my own podcast. I may have guests come on, but this is just my podcast. Flying solo. Good evening, James. I'm doing great. How you doing, sir? What did we end up getting for Alexander? For Alexander, we got a... What did we get for Alexander? I think we got a 5th-round pick. We got a 5th-round pick for Alexander. So we have 2 picks in the 5th round. Now, you may say, a 5th rounder, but listen, the New Orleans Saints took that major contract off our hands. And they gave us a 5th-round pick. I will take it. We got Kittle in the 5th round, and we got Dre Greenlaw in the 5th round. I like the 5th round picks. So far, They have worked out mighty nice. Felix, what's up, brother? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Good to see you. Deborah, how you doing, girl? It's been a long time since I've seen you. What's our first round pick? We are picking number 12. We are picking number 12. I don't want to move up. I want to move down. If we do any type of movement, I prefer to move down and not up. And I would like to accumulate more picks. I don't want to give up picks for a quarterback. I'd rather move down 3 or 4 spots and then take a cornerback. We need a cornerback. We need safety help. We need offensive line help. There's so many things that we need. And I'd rather move down and accumulate more picks than move up. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys want to move down and accumulate more picks, or do you guys want to move up, give up picks, and potentially get a quarterback that is available? And how far would you guys be willing to move up? It was a great trade, Mark. It was a great trade because Alexander wasn't really the type of linebacker that we really wanted. He hasn't been on the field. He misses a lot of tackles, and therefore just wasn't the type of a linebacker that we thought we were getting in K1. And he had a big contract. Remember, we had just re-signed him. So the New Orleans Saints were able to take that contract off our books and gave us a 5th round, man. So that was amazing in the part of the Saints. Kyle and Lynch have done very well in mid-round picks. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Absolutely agree. What's up, Evans? How you doing, brother? Looking forward to the Niners to see what they do in the draft this year. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited, man. Yes, we lost Robert Saleh, but we promoted DeMeco Ryans. I think DeMeco Ryans is going to be a great defensive coordinator. I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan, and I like the respect that DeMeco Ryans demands from his players, the value that he has, the way the players look at him. Great man, great personality, smart, gets along. I like DeMeco Ryans. I think DeMeco Ryans is going to be a great defensive coordinator. And I like that Kyle promoted Mike McDaniels to offensive coordinator to help him with that offense so that Kyle can focus on time management. He can focus on other things during the game and allow, I think Kyle Shannon's still going to call the plays. By putting Mike McDaniels as an offensive coordinator, it will give him an opportunity to do other things. Lenny says they need a line help and defensive backs. We need corners because we're going to lose Richard Sherman for sure. And I don't want to say this, but the reality is, we may not get Jason Verrett back. I hope we do. I hope he realized that the Niners gave him a chance when the Chargers threw him to the wayside and signs with us. But he has a great relationship with Robert Saleh, and the Jets have more money. And, in reality, as much as I want to keep Jason Verrett, he's been hurt throughout his career. This is the first time he had a great season, and the man needs to get paid, and he wants to get paid. So I don't know if Barrett will be back. I want him to be back. I don't know what's going on with Ahkello Witherspoon either. I'm telling you guys, the Niners in 21 are going to look totally different from 2020 and 2019. That is for sure. We don't have to move up, so moving down would work, or just staying where we're at. We can stay at number 12 and take a corner. Now listen, if Trey Lance falls at number 12, I will take him. I will take him at number 12 immediately. But I wouldn't want to move up to get any of the quarterbacks. I would prefer to take a corner or move down and accumulate more draft picks, in my personal opinion. But if we stay put, James, that'll be okay as well. Long as we don't move up. What if we could swap first round picks with the Vikings and give a third for Cousins and draft a corner with 3 picks? I don't know if I want Cousins though, man. Cousins is not, man. But then again, Cousins hasn't been underneath Kyle Shanahan either. I don't know if I want Cousins though. You know what I mean? He's getting up there in age. He can't perform on prime time. I mean, if he was so good, why would the Vikings let him go? The fact that the Vikings would trade him is that he's not the quarterback they expected either. I don't know about Cousins, man. I don't know if I trust him or want him. Honestly, in my opinion, Mark. Jets will get few of our defensive guys. Yes, they will. Robert Saleh is already trying to get players over there. As I don't know if you guys heard the article, but we brought back our quarterbacks coach. I can't remember his name right now, but we brought back our quarterbacks coach, and Robert Saleh wanted to take him away from the Niners. He wanted him to go to the Jets, but he chose to come back with the Niners, and he showed his loyalty to Kyle Shanahan. So Robert Saleh is already trying to take things from the Niners, bro. Not good at all. I'd rather have Matt Ryan. Ooh, no. You know who I'd rather have? And James, both, no disrespect, that if that's who you rather have, that's cool. Matt Ryan's not a bad quarterback, but he's old, and his contract is too big. He's going to get paid a lot of money, and it's just too much money for his age, in my personal opinion. A quarterback that I don't mind trading for would be Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford, I would trade for from the Lions. I think he's a servable quarterback that can work great under Kyle Shanahan's offense. But I don't know about Matt Ryan, though. He's up there in age. I've heard a lot about Zach Wilson. Do we take him? I think Zach Wilson is going to the Jets. I mean, think about it, Brent. He fits in a Kyle Shanahan offense, right? LaFleur is now the coordinator with the New York Jets under Robert Saleh. I don't know if they're sold on Sam Darnold. They may trade him, and they may draft Zach Wilson at number 2. That's my thought on it, though. He threw 35. Threw 35 touchdowns and 13 picks. Are you talking about Matthew Stafford or Ryan? Zach been gone. Yeah, I don't think he'll make it past the 5 spot. But I really think he's going to the Jets. I really think that that he's going to the Jets. because they're going to be running the same system that Kyle Shanahan runs in New York. So drafting every coach wants their own quarterback, and that should be no different for Robert Saleh to go after his own quarterback either. You know what I mean? So I expect Robert Saleh to draft him, but we'll see what happens. You guys are asking some great questions tonight, man. I appreciate it. Okay. What's up, Christopher? Welcome. Ryan is another choke artist. Yeah, Ryan, he was all right, but he's too old, and he's just is demanding too much money to bring him on board, and he's just too rich for my blood. Let's see here. For sure, I am saying take Wilson was just throwing it. No, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I know you're just throwing it out there, but in the same token, I wanted to throw out there too that I think that Coach Shanahan and Mike LaFleur, and LaFleur is going to take him at number 2 because he does fit that type of offense. Now, if he was at 12, I would take him, but there's no way Wilson would be there at 12. And I think the highest I would move up as a 49er will be probably to the 6th, 7 or 6 spot. No higher than that, because then it starts costing us some first round picks. If we move to the 6th or the 7th spot, from the 12th spot, we can give up a couple of 2s and still give our 12, but we don't have to give no future number 1. We just need better backup to push Jimmy G. Well, hey, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, guys, and you guys tell me in the comments your thoughts. What about if we bring in Ryan Fitzpatrick? Hear me out. Bring in Ryan Fitzpatrick from the Miami Dolphins. He's a free agent. Sign him to back up Jimmy Garoppolo. If we decide to go with Jimmy Garoppolo for the whole year, and if Jimmy gets hurt here or there, Ryan Fitzpatrick can come in and win us some games until Jimmy gets back. It's a thought that I'm just throwing out there, but I think he will be a great, serviceable backup quarterback to the 49ers. That's just my thought on that. Cousins threw 35 and 13 picks. Yeah, the 13 picks is high, though. That's pretty high there, Mark. If we don't make a trade for Wilson, then we need to protect Jimmy at all costs. Dude is fragile. So we need offensive linemen. I hear you, Christopher. I hear you. Listen, with a healthy Jimmy this year, we would have been in the playoffs. We would have been in the playoffs with a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo. But you're right, Christopher. He is, the best ability is availability. How does it go? The best ability is availability. I don't know if I said that right, but you guys know where I'm heading with that. He has to be on the field if he wants to be productive. He can be a good quarterback, but if he's on the sidelines, it doesn't do us no good. Same thing with Dee Ford. Great edge rusher, very good edge rusher, but if he's hurt, he doesn't do us no good on the sidelines, right? I would think. I love to have Fitz. Yeah, me too, brother. He would be a cheap backup and a very good, serviceable backup at that. Martin Rodriguez, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. How you doing, sir? He is going to cost a lot for a backup. Are you talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick? No, he'll be a cheap backup. He's up there in age. He's a free agent. I don't think he'll be that much. We can definitely afford to bring him in. What's up, Jason White? Welcome to the Niner Sickness Report. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. We don't need Watson at all. Ooh, wow, what a statement. I'm curious, Jason White. Why do you think we do not need Watson at all? Is it because he'll cost us too much money? Is it because he's going to cost us a lot of draft picks? Potentially trading a premier player like Bosa? What are your reasoning behind not needing? Because I think we need Watson. I think Watson would be great in the Niners. I'm just still pissed off that we did not draft him when we needed to. But it is what it is, man. Will you take the best receiver at no, we don't need a receiver number 12. We do not, Lenny. In my personal opinion, we have Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. We still the jury is still out on Jalen Hurd. We don't know what is going to happen with Jalen Hurd, but I still believe in Kendrick Bourne, Richie James. I don't mind taking a receiver in the later rounds, maybe in the 4th, 5th round. Take a potential receiver, yes. But to take a receiver at number 12 with so much present needs that we have right now, I wouldn't do it, Lenny. Russell Wilson threw 13, Brady threw 12, Wentz threw 15, Mullins threw 12 in 10 games. Mullins sucks. As a human being, I don't know him. I'm pretty sure Mullins is a wonderful human being. But as a player, as a quarterback, I'm sorry, he is trash. Do you think Jalen Hurd is going to make it back one home? You know what, Lenny? I hope so. I really hope so. I would love for Jalen Hurd to come and play for us. But it's hard. I can't count on him until he plays. He's been with us for 2 seasons and hasn't played a down in regular season. So I want to get your... I'm getting over a cold, so I apologize. I want to get your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the Jerick McKinnon thing on Twitter? The dude is totally disrespectful. Are we making too much of it? I watched the video with him and Deebo Samuel. When Deebo asked him if he was going to be back with the Niners, he's like, F no. He made so much money with the 49ers, okay, and never really played. He had the opportunity to earn the number 1 spot in 2020, and the guy couldn't do it. He got outbeat by Wilson. He started running out of gas. So the dude that wants to be disrespectful to the Niners and the organization who brought him in and paid him money and kept him, well, you know what, Jerick McKinnon? Screw you. If that's the attitude you're going to have, get out of the door and don't let the door hit you in the bank butt. That was so disrespectful, man. Uncalled for. Hands down, Jimmy G is legit quarterback. I like the dude. Genuinely like him for our team. I know with the Wilson drama coming up, it seems like a lot of hate for Jimmy. But dude can lead a team to the playoffs and a Super Bowl. He just needs protection. Christopher, let me ask you a question. I'm not debating or arguing with your point. Jimmy is a very good, serviceable quarterback. He is. But I think we've seen the ceiling with Jimmy Garoppolo. Don't you think? Don't you think we've seen the ceiling, what Jimmy provides in this offense of Kyle Shanahan. Those bonehead interceptions that he has thrown, it wasn't because of the breakdown of the offensive line. Now, we did go to the Super Bowl with him in 2019. And we almost won the Super Bowl. Man, I'm just ready. I don't know. I don't dislike Jimmy Garoppolo. I really don't. But I think we just hit the ceiling with him already. I think he's going to cost us $26 million this season against the cap if we keep him. If we cut him or trade him, it only costs us $2.3 million against the cap. Do you really want to pay that much money for a quarterback that might be on the bench because he's hurt? And if you say, well, let's restructure his contract, that's only going to hurt us in the long run. So, I don't know. I don't dislike Jimmy Garoppolo, but I think it's time for us to move on. Unless we don't have nobody that we can bring in, then we ride with Jimmy. But if there's a possibility for Deshaun Watson, I'll take it. If there's an opportunity for Matthew Stafford, I will take it. If we draft one of the quarterbacks in the draft, I will take it and take our chances in moving on from Jimmy G. He just is going to cost us too much money to sit on the bench because of injury, in my opinion. But I don't dislike Jimmy. Jimmy's cool. But I just think a lot of people like Jimmy, his personality. Do you really... Let me ask you something, Christopher. What are our chances of winning the Super Bowl better? Jimmy or Deshaun Watson? Doing well, brother. Just working and working a lot. Well, at least you're work. You know what, bro? At least you're working in this time of time where a lot of people don't work because of the COVID-19, and so thank God that you're working, brother. I'm glad you're working. I'm glad you're safe. Stay safe, man, and keep that mask on at all times. Plus, Kirk only missed one game in the last 6 years. He's not made of glass like Jimmy. Plus, he knows Kyle's system. But is Kirk Cousins really an upgrade to Jimmy G? Is Kirk Cousins really an upgrade to Jimmy Garoppolo? I don't know. I don't know if he's an upgrade. He might be on the team. I mean, he might not get hurt as much as Garoppolo, but is he really an upgrade? Oh, I don't know, man. Nathaniel James, what's up, brother, from another mother? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the Niner Sickness Report. Hey, bro, get rid of Jerick McKinnon. Maybe think about drafting a new running back in the later rounds. Hold on, guys. My stupid Google started. Hold on, guys. I hate when that happens. I'm using my phone to see myself, and when I'm talking, Google thinks I'm talking to Google and decides to answer my question. I read the question from Nathaniel, and Google trying to answer it. Google, this is not your podcast. Freaking Google is trying to throw me to the side and take over my podcast. McKinnon is garbage. What's up, Kimo? How you doing, sir? Kimosabe. Hey there, fam. I'm hoping to pick 12. We got to go secondary. Help or O-line, depending on what is more important to our team. Personally, everybody can answer differently, but I think cornerback is, believe it or not, I think picking a corner is more important than offensive line. That's just me, though. You guys don't have to agree with me, but I think if I had to choose... Now, it all depends what's going to happen with Trent Williams. If Trent Williams signs with us an extension and stays with us, then we can go corner. If Trent Williams decides to leave to another team, then I think we need to address offensive linemen with that number 12 pick. So depending on what Trent Williams does, in my opinion, it determines what the need is first, corner or lineman. Niners 21 lineup, quarterback Cousins, running back Gore, Mark, really? Tight end Kittle, receivers Debo, and Ayuk Jennings. I forgot about Jennings. Oh my goodness. I completely forgot about Jennings. I love Gore. I really do. I think Gore should be a first ballot Hall of Famer when he retires. But not to bring back to the 49ers. Not to bring back. I mean, I love Frank Gore. I hope you guys don't hate me for this. But not to bring him back as a starting running back or a rotation with the guys that we have. I don't think that'll be a good thing there, Mark. Luis Moreno, what's up, brother? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the show. Dee Ford stays or goes? You're the one saying he's legit. Well, he is. Great defensive end. But he's not reliable because he's always hurt. So you got to, okay, good defensive end, always hurt. Now, unfortunately, if he retires, then it's beneficial to us. But if he doesn't, it will cost us more to cut him than to keep him. It will cost us more to cut him than to keep him. So if we keep him, even if he plays 4 or 5 or 6 games throughout the year of 2021, it's better than cutting him and losing all that money against the cap, dead money. So you know how the saying goes, when you're married, it's cheaper to keep her. I think this applies right now to Dee Ford. It is cheaper to keep her. Love that Taylor 82 jersey in the background. Oh my, yeah, I got Taylor. I got Brian Young, and I got Ronnie Lott. They are all autographed. All my pictures in the background they're autographed by the players. I had them autographed myself when I met them. So that's kind of my helmets are autographed. Everything's autographed. Do you guys see my Hawk Hater 12 upside down jersey in the background? That is the 12 upside down. And it says Hawk Hater in the back. Can't stand the Hawks. McKinnon can leave, man. With that attitude that he had, be gone. And I am still on the opinion we need to draft a quarterback. Sorry. Watson costs too much. Watson's a good quarterback, but he is too much. Watson, in my opinion, is a top 5 quarterback. Watson is a number 1 tier quarterback, in my opinion. Watson, you can have him for the next 10 to 15 years. This is me, and you guys don't have to agree with me. I'm okay with it if you guys don't agree with me. I will give 2 number 1s and Nick Bosa for Deshaun Watson. You might think you're crazy, Niner sickness. Maybe I am. But if we would have drafted Deshaun Watson in 2017 instead of Solomon Thomas, because Jimmy got hurt, not Watson, we would have never drafted Nick Bosa. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is a top 5 S rusher. You don't come up with a lot of pass rushers like him. But let me ask you, who moves the needle more? Bosa as a defensive end or Deshaun Watson as a quarterback? Which position moves the needle more? Can you win more games with Bosa, or can you win more games with Deshaun Watson? That is the question I would like you guys to answer before you guys call me crazy and stupid and whatever your thoughts of me may be for wanting to trade Bosa. I love Bosa, but Deshaun Watson is a top 5 quarterback, a quarterback that you can build your franchise around. And those don't come very often. You can plug and play defenders and the defense. Look at the Seattle Seahawks. They have no defense, no offensive line, but yet they won the division under Russell Wilson. The guy moves the needle. I would take. I don't know about you guys, but I would take Deshaun Watson 2 first rounds, and Nick Bosa can go. Plus, his contract is going to be so much in about 2 years. That's just my my thoughts on it. You guys don't have to agree with me. Just don't be disrespectful and call me an SOB. Okay, that's not cool. I'm just messing around with the lineup thing, but I like the receiving core. I got a small question. Are we allowed to trade picks we got for Shell? I don't know quite what you mean. I don't know. For who's the CHALE? I don't know if that's a player or. Can you please elaborate on that, Mark? What's up, Lucky? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Mr. Martinez, Amando Martinez, how you doing? Welcome to the Niner Sickness Report. Nice seeing you guys. What's up, brother? Much love from the Niner Empire of Fresno. We should keep Nick Bosa. Do not trade him. I hear you guys. I mean, I know that I know Nick Bosa is a great pass rusher. I know. And he's a fan favorite. But if you really ask yourself, can I win more games with Deshaun Watson over Nick Bosa? And you are honest with yourself, you will really come to the conclusion that Deshaun Watson is worth more. You might say, well, why don't we just keep Jimmy and Bosa? Well, we can definitely do that as well. But are you more comfortable going into the 21 season with Jimmy than you would with Deshaun Watson if you are honestly being honest with yourself? I have 28 autographed jerseys and 25 signed mini helmets. Wow. Right on, Lenny. I'm same here. You can just see I have on the side of me around my whole office, everything's autographed. I have Steve Young's autographed jersey. I have Joe Montana's autographed jersey, Jerry Rice. And I got pictures. One of these days, I'll take them out and I'll show you guys on here. Like, I have a picture taken when Jerry Rice was signing my jersey. When Joe Montana signed my jersey, my son took a picture of the event. I used to go to Rockwell, which is in Stockton, back in the day for training camp for the 49ers, for all you young people. And they used to have a lot of signing up there. So I got a lot of my autographs when I used to go watch a lot of the practices. Watson is only going to cost the cap next year $10 million. Yeah. Watson will be cheaper than Jimmy G. Now, for 2021, okay, I'm only talking about 2021. Watson will be cheaper than Jimmy G. 2022, it's a whole different situation. But I'd rather pay money for Watson than I would for Jimmy. That's just me, though, my honest opinion. But if we ride with Jimmy, I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to get rid of Jimmy. I just want, I'll only do it for Deshaun Watson, or if we draft a quarterback and we move up. I wouldn't want to trade anyone else for him. I wouldn't want to. I would love to have Stafford, but I wouldn't trade Jimmy away for Stafford. The only person I would trade Jimmy G away for is Deshaun Watson, or if we trade up and get Zach Wilson or one of those quarterbacks up there, Justin Fields, which I doubt he'll get past the Jets. You know what I mean? So we'll have to wait and see. And then we don't know what's happening with Miami. I don't know if Miami's sold out on Tua. If they're going to trade Tua and get another quarterback, I don't know what's going on with Miami, to be honest. I would give that 2. Oh, right on, Chris. It's just, I'm being practical. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to lose viewers. I'm not trying to be, I'm not being an idiot. I know a lot of people don't understand, or comprehend that a top 5 quarterback is so much more important than a top 5 pass rusher. Pass rushers are man, when you have a pass rusher, that is awesome. But I'd rather have a top 5 quarterback that can move the needle over a top 5 pass rusher. That's just me, though. I think a quarterback can win you more games than a pass rusher if they're both top 5 at their respective position. That's me, though. I would keep Bosa and trade Jimmy G instead with two number ones if we go out that route. If we go out that route, nobody's going to give you a lot for Jimmy G. Again, I want to make sure I'm clear. I do not want to trade Jimmy G if we don't have another quarterback in place. Okay? I don't want to bring Ryan Fitzpatrick to be our starting quarterback for 2021 and then cut Jimmy G. That would be ludicrous. I do not mind bringing Ryan Fitzpatrick as a backup to Jimmy G. Like I said, I don't mind trading Jimmy and moving away from him if we get a Patrick Mahomes or we trade up and draft a quarterback. Other than that, I will ride with Jimmy and just roll the dice and let's see how far we can go. Jimmy's a very good, serviceable manager of a team, and I think he's great. Has he reached his ceiling? I believe he has. Can he win games? Yes, he has. Has he won games for us? Yes, he has. Now we got the quarterback coach that was here when Jimmy first got here, ready to coach him up. So we'll see what happens. But I want to make sure you guys understand that I'm not trying to get rid of Jimmy if we don't have another quarterback in place just to get rid of him. I'm not hating Jimmy. I think Jimmy's a great quarterback. He's not a tier 1. He's like a tier 2. Jimmy's a top 15 quarterback. Deshaun Watson's a top 5. Big difference if you really look at it. You know what I mean? But I'm not hating on Jimmy. I'm just saying if we find a replacement for Jimmy worth replacing him with, like a Dak Prescott, then we can replace him. But I'm not going to trade Jimmy just to trade him. And so I want to make sure that we understand, that you guys understand that for me. Did you know that Josh Allen was a Niner fan as a teenager? Yeah, so was Tom Brady. Big Joe Montana fan. Grew up watching Joe Montana, rooting for the 49ers. So many players out there. You know that your favorite tight end, George Kittle, was and is still in some way a big Chicago Bears fan. I don't know if you knew that. He grew up watching the Bears. That's the way it is with life, though. I mean, imagine you're a big 49er fan, as we are now. Let's say you get drafted in college and you go to the Giants or you go to the Bengals. Hey, you're going to play for that team, right? Because you're going to get paid. You want to go into the pros. You want to get paid. You want your money, and you want to take care of your family. But in your heart, you grew up watching Joe Montana, Steve Young, and the Niners, and you love the Niners. So that's just the way it is with a lot of players. You know what I mean? But as long as Kittle plays the way he plays for the Niners, I don't care if he's a Bears fan. He just better be wearing no Bears hats around the press conference, because then I'll be pissed. He won't do that. I'll trade Bosa for Watson in a heartbeat. So would I. So would I. I'll give 2 number ones and Bosa for Watson, but I would not give 2 number ones and Warner for him. Sorry. Wow. I like Fred Warner. I'm not going to say nothing about Fred Warner because I am good friends with Fred Warner's dad. And in case his dad is watching my podcast, I agree with you. I agree with you, Mark. Don't trade Fred Warner. But let's see here. Beto, please correct me, but doesn't Jimmy have a no trades clause in his current contract? You know what? That's a good question. Very good. I would have to look that up. I know Deshaun Watson has a no trade clause. I don't know if Kimo. I don't know if Jimmy, and I should know this, and I apologize. But I don't know. Let's see here. I'm curious now. Jimmy G. No trade clause. Let's see. Okay. So Jimmy G cannot be traded until 2022 without his consent. So yes, to your question, Akimo, he does have a trade clause. So we can on 2022 we can trade him anywhere. But this year we cannot trade him unless he approved, just like Deshaun Watson. So pretty much Jimmy G and Deshaun Watson are in the same boat regarding trade clause. Very good question, Kimo. And I hope I answered it for you. Had to look it up, but I answered it. Okay, look at Christopher. Right on, Christopher. Appreciate that, brother. I should have just brought up your comment. It would have saved me a few seconds. But I appreciate it, brother. Look how far Seattle went in the playoffs this year. Not that far. No, but they were in the playoffs. Remember, the 49ers, even without Nick Bosa, we are still better than the Seattle Seahawks by far. So, let's find out if we re-sign Trent Williams. Let's find out if we re-sign Jason Verrett, because you're right, Evans. Depending on who we sign and re-sign, would determine, are we really going to be better than the Seattle or not? 41 free agents, ladies and gentlemen. It is crazy. 41 free agents. Now, a lot of those, like Jerick McKinnon, that we're not going to bring back. A lot of them we're not going to bring back. But I would love to re-sign Trent Williams, and I would love to sign Jason Verrett. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Trent Williams. Now, I would love to do it to front load the money for him, but the guy's going to cost us anywhere between 22 to 23 million a year for a top 5 left tackle. He's definitely going to cost us an arm and a leg, man. He will not be cheap. Let me tell you that. The third pick we got for our defensive coordinator. Yeah, we got 2 number 3s for Robert Saleh 2021, 2022. And now that it's official that the Washington football team has hired Martin Mayhew as their GM, the Niners will be rewarded with an additional 3rd round pick in 2023. So we have a total of 3 third round picks. Who is going to win more games, a quarterback or an edge rusher? That is the question that I have posed earlier, Christopher. If people are sincere with themselves and not just saying to say things, if you have a top 5 quarterback and you have a top 5 pass rusher, you can win more games with a top 5 quarterback than you can with a top 5 pass rusher. Even though Nick Bosa moves the needle, Deshaun Watson moves the needle more. Because he can extend plays with his legs. Deshaun Watson played in a really crappy, sorry team like the Texans. The Texans were bad. But if you look at Deshaun Watson's numbers, man, that kid is special. He is special indeed. I am still frustrated that we did not draft him in 2017. I don't know what Kyle was thinking. I know it was his first year, John Lynch's first year, but we had freaking Hoyer. We had Hoyer as our starting quarterback. And they go ahead and draft Solomon. Even if Solomon Thomas would have been a freaking all-pro defensive tackle, double-digit sacks every year, I don't care. Deshaun Watson should have been the pick in that draft, and that still irritates me, man. But it is what it is, man. Nathaniel, what's up? This says, we're all entitled to our opinions. Yes, we are. Absolutely 100% agree with you, brother. But not sure trading away Bosa is the best option. He's one of our best defensive players. I never said he wasn't. We have in the future. How much time does Watson have comparison to Bosa? If I'm not mistaken, Deshaun Watson's, I think, a year older. Deshaun Watson's about a year. Deshaun Watson's only 25 years old. I don't know if you guys knew this. Deshaun Watson is only 25 years old. Bosa's what, 23, 24? I don't know. Deshaun is not that old, to kind of reference who would be longer. Bosa has 2 ACL. He'll be coming from his second ACL in his career. Keep that in mind as well. Again, I like Bosa. I have nothing against Bosa, but I'd rather have a top 5 pass rusher than a quarterback than pass rusher. Nathaniel James, those options are not proven, and Watson, what a 3 years on Bosa isn't much of a. I agree. And with Bosa's injury, wow, Christopher, me and you, we think a lot alike, brother. Me and you, we think a lot alike, bro. I agree with you, bro. I'm not disagreeing with Nathaniel. Nathaniel, you started your comment perfectly right. Everybody's entitled to the opinion, and I respect everybody's opinion. I may not agree with your opinion, but I'll respect it. Because you're right. We are all fans and we are entitled to our opinion. And this is what a show is about. It's not about arguing with each other. Not that we're arguing. It's just about sharing our opinion and explaining why we believe what we believe. And just having a friendly conversation as we're doing tonight. And I think we're having a great podcast, by the way. You guys are amazing. 22, the cap will rise. Yes, it will. Hopefully, but it should. Honestly, Watson probably going to last longer than Bosa. Second bad leg injury in the last 4 years. That's a very good question. I believe Watson hurt his ACL as well 2 years ago. But, it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell who's going to last longer than who. But again, if you get the opportunity to have a top 5 quarterback over a top 5 pass rusher, I would take the top 5 quarterback over the pass rush. That's just me, though. You guys don't have to agree with me, and you guys can love Bosa. Not only Bosa, but you guys can say, you know what? I'd rather go with a top 5 pass rusher. That's okay. I just think we can win more games with Watson than we can with Bosa, in my honest opinion. The cap is so low this year because COVID brought sales down. Yep. Yeah, quarterback is the most important position in football. It is. In my opinion, it is. Now, if it was Aaron Donald, that might be different. I don't know. This is probably where we disagree, Christopher. I like Donald, but I think Bosa is going to be a great defensive end. Great defensive end. He's going to have a great career. Probably might be as good as Aaron one day at his prospective position. But still, even over Aaron Donald, I would take a top 5 quarterback over a top 5 defensive tackle. That's just me, though. You guys don't have to agree. That's okay. Sorry, got to go. Need to get up early for work. See you all Niners tomorrow. Tomorrow, Kathy, we will have our show, our normally show, the NWA Niners with Attitude podcast on YouTube. Me and the boys at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you tomorrow, Kathy. Good night and God bless. Exactly. If we can't get Watson, I'm sticking with Jimmy. I agree with you there, brother. Okay, he's saying good night. Although I would take Dak Prescott if he is on the market. I think that Dak Prescott brings a little bit bigger ceiling than Jimmy G does, personally. But I just don't see Dallas Cowboys letting him go. They will be stupid to let him go. But then again, they are the Dallas Cowboys. All right, guys, I'm going to be shutting it down as well. You guys have been amazing. Listen, guys, do me a favor. Follow my YouTube channel, Niner Sickness. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. I should have mentioned this earlier, and I completely forgot. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Not for the reasons that you might think. I don't care about popularity. I don't care about having all these, followers. The thing is, I love doing lives from my phone. I like getting on my phone and doing lives. And unfortunately, with YouTube, you can't do lives from your phone unless you have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. So what I'm going to do once we reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away not 1, not 2, but 3 jerseys. 3 jerseys giveaways to 3 lucky winners. So follow me on YouTube. Let your friends and family know about YouTube. Once I hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to give away 3 jerseys. They're all Stitch quality jerseys. I believe it's, don't hold me to this, it's Kittle, Fred Warner, and Nick Bosa. The jerseys that I'll be giving away. And if a player changes, then I will change the jersey as well. What I mean by if Bosa goes, it gets traded, then instead of giving a Bosa jersey, I'll give a Brandon Ayuk or a Deebo Samuel one. So no worries there. But help me reach 1,000 subs. And also follow me on Twitter, Niner Sickness 49. Follow me on Facebook, on Niner Sickness. I have a group at Niner Sickness as well on Facebook. And follow me on Instagram at Niner Sickness. Also, I have a YouTube channel with my boys. It's called NWA, Niners with Attitude Podcast. Myself, Niner Sickness, the Boston Hater, Florida Mike, and E-Man. We go live on Mondays and Fridays at 7 Pacific Standard Time on YouTube. So look us up on YouTube under NWA, and then look me up under Niner Sickness, and help me reach 1,000 subs. All right, guys, I took enough of your time. You guys been amazing. Thank you, everyone, for your participation, for watching my show. You guys are amazing. Without you guys, I'll be talking to myself. So thank you for joining in. Thank you for taking place. Great conversations, great comments. You guys brought us some great comments, man. If you guys ever have any questions about anything and you want to reach me, you can reach me. My email is on the screen, ninersickness@yahoo.com. You can email me at ninersickness@yahoo.com. If you want to come as a guest, if you want to call in and you want to, I'm going to start taking phone calls. So keep this in mind. In future lives, I'm going to take phone calls. You guys are going to be able to call in and share your thoughts on my show. What's your thoughts on the Niners? And we're going to make it fun. So if you have any questions or ideas, please feel free to email me at ninersickness@yahoo.com. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, good night. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow on the NWA podcast, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube. Good night and go Niners. Bang, bang, Niner gang.